After a regular season replete with stops, starts and multiple schedule changes, the college football playoff picture is coming into focus. Saturday concludes the conference championship schedule, in addition to other regular season games. Entering the day, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson and Ohio State held the top 4 spots, in that order, in the college football playoff rankings, with Texas A&M in 5th. The top 5 has been unchanged since the College Football Playoff Committee began releasing its weekly rankings on November 24. The committee will release its 4-team playoff selections on Sunday, 2 weeks later than originally planned, with the playoff semifinals scheduled for New Year's Day and the championship game on January 11. But even if the top 4 teams end up being familiar, this has been far from a typical season, as the pandemic turned the sport, like so many other things, seemingly upside down. What will this latest college football playoff look like during a pandemic? After Selection Day, if one of the 4 teams is unable to play because of COVID-19 concerns, that team would not be replaced, CFP Executive Director Bill Hancock told ESPN last month. COVID has changed all of our lives, but it hasn't changed our protocol at the CFP, College Football Playoff Selection Committee Chair Gary Barta said November 24. We take a look at each team's win-loss record. We look at the strength of schedule head-to-head, games played with common opponents, and eventually we'll look at those who become conference champions. This season, the committee will rate teams that played as few as 6 games and as many as 11, with conferences like the Big Ten starting the season in late October and Pac-12 in early November. The Big 12, Southeastern Conference and Atlantic Coast Conference started in September. One of those teams who only played 6 games is Ohio State. Down 22 players on Saturday, the Buckeyes came from behind to defeat No. 14 Northwestern 22-10 to win the Big Ten title. At 6-0, Ohio State, one of many programs experiencing COVID-19 problems this season, had to cancel its game against Illinois earlier this season, while 2 other schools, Maryland and Michigan, had to cancel against the Buckeyes because of their own COVID-19 concerns. I'm not going to talk about other teams because I think we have enough to talk about positively about our program, Ohio State head coach Ryan Day said to reporters Saturday. But I'll say this, if we have an opportunity to play anybody in the country in one game, I'm going to take the Ohio State Buckeyes. I feel strongly about this team. We're made of unbelievable character, and they've been through so much. Currently on the outside looking in is Texas A&M, 8-1, whose lone loss was to Alabama, 52-24. That loss kept the Aggies from reaching the SEC championship game, a key component for the committee. Top-ranked Alabama, 10-0, faces No.